Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Brian.
I'm Phil.
And this is the Illumi-Nerdi vlog, I guess, right?
Vlog, whatever. We're all about nerds, geeks, whatever you want to call yourself, loser. But we're not losers.
Not loser.
We're
We
cool.
don't like that.
We're cool. We're not cool.
Also not cool.
No, but we're all about nerd culture, geek culture. We love everything about sci-fi except for a Japanese manga.
Manga?
I don't like that shit.
Not
Except for
into
Dragon Ball Z. That was also...
That was kind of cool. Pokemon? Kind of into that?
6th grade.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
By the way,
also.
Charizard? $2,000.
$2,000 card for
Sell it.
near mint.
Sell it.
I have two!
My mom got rid of them.
Yeah.
When I was in college, she got rid of my porn and my Charizard.
Couldn't understand that, but anyway.
Porn Charizard, God.
So we've been doing a blog for a year.
Yeah, about 6 months. No, not a blog.
Oh no! The story was. We're doing the blog since November.
Yeah, 20,000 views.
27,000 views.
We hit them today.
Yeah, and we started doing podcasts recently.
Yeah, and we decided to do video, just change it up a little.
Well, we
bit.
realized the podcast it might have been hard to follow if you weren't seeing us.
And we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, I mean we don't know what we're doing with this either.
No.
Not at all.
We thought this would give our fans an idea of who
we are, I guess.
and our expressions. We might be funnier with our expressions. when
Or
we
a
say
lot
things.
more serious.
Which is you'll mock us. Which,
We'll be mocked either way.
Yeah.
And we welcome that.
Yes, I don't mind it.
Yep.
I'm a middle child. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
My girlfriend loves me though. All right, Mary? Okay.
Okay. Maybe. So how do you want to start?
Let's talk about Saga.
Saga.
Issue.
Nope, that's Whispers. Saga. Issue 2.
Issue 2.
It's written by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples was the artist. And it's a blend of sci-fi and fantasy. Brian K. Vaughan described it as a Star Wars meets Game of Thrones. I think that's...
For a lot of comic writers, sorry, not writers, actually writers and readers, Brian K. Vaughan's been missing for years.
yeah.
He went to Hollywood,
Well,
didn't come back.
he did Ex Machina
But
until
since-
2010.
Oh, really? Ex Machina then?
Yeah.
That was the only thing he was doing, though.
Well, Ex Machina was pretty good.
I know, I didn't read it, but I would say that was the only thing. He didn't do anything else.
Comic book wise.
Comic book wise.
Yeah.
He did a few episodes of Lost.
He did a bunch of episodes of Lost, yeah, and he was, I think, a story editor or something like that for
And
Lost
he's doing
too.
Under the Dome, where he started working on that.
For HBO or Showtime, right?
I think it was Showtime.
One of them, yeah. The Stephen King 1,000-page novel.
Writing the script, I think.
Yeah. And I hope that comes to fruition. I hope that would
And
be
we met
cool.
Brian K. Vaughan. He's awesome.
He's one of the most shockingly nice guys. He's like genuinely interested in what we were saying. We were like the eighth person online.
This is gonna be gross. It was like a fanboy dream, a wet
Yeah,
dream,
wet dream.
wet dream.
It wasn't gross until he had that.
No,
part.
yeah, wet dream. We met him, and he was telling us, "Don't give up on your dream. Keep writing."
Yeah.
And we told him about our story, our comic book actually.
Yeah.
Our new comic. Actually, no, we told him about
Both.
both.
I told him about both.
And he was like,
And he was
"Online."
genuinely interested. Like, I mean, we were the eighth person on. We were the eighth people online, so it was still early on in his signing. So maybe he still had the energy to be interested.
Yeah, it's not to mock Jeff Johns, but we met Jeff Johns and he was just like
We were also like the third person online for that, and he was kind of
he was there
kinda
all,
like,
he was
all
there,
right, next.
He was there all weekend.
next. Yeah, I guess. But Jim Lee was really nice. He was thankful and friendly and stuff.
But yeah, that's about it. So this comic book, issue 2, it's only the second month in, and it's so much nuts. I hope that's not a mark. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. It's the best thing about this issue, I think, for me, what really captured was the art, Fiona Staples' art.
Yeah,
I want to talk
a lot
about
of expressions.
A lot of expressions.
Yeah.
One of the best things was when we found out that what's the mother's name? Alana. They were taken in by they were taken over by the weeds in the forest, and the Marco, her husband, had to think of a spell. For the spell to work, he needed a secret from Alana. Alana, the day before in the comic book, had drank Hazel's. Drank her own breast milk. Alana drank.
Was that actually in the comic?
No. I'm saying like, it was like the day before.
Yeah. So like she had to tell a secret, and her secret was, I like to taste my own breast milk.
And the best thing, though, is what really captured the scene was her face.
Let's show it.
Let's show it.
Yeah, it was just really. It does a good job of capturing emotion and just.
Did you see it?
Just kind of like this is awkward, but and you know, and she's just full of that. Just a lot of great emotion, and even from the robot, the emotion there.
The first issue, the robot, he's a I guess a prince in the kingdom, and he couldn't get it up. They were having butt sex.
That was awkward. And that's the best thing about the comic is that it's just unabashedly realistic. It's just vulgar and just it's how people talk and how people act and stuff. And that's just Brian K. Vaughan.
I think the best thing I want to talk about, one of my favorite things, is that human elements are in it, actually.
Right.
The one of the guys who's hunting down Hazel and Marco and Elena, the Will, he's a hitman, and he has an agent. The hitman has an agent who calls him and says, hey, I got a hit for you.
It's like a funny twist on, you know, that hitman would even need agents, and that's just the way it is. It's just very realistic and very...
It's definitely, I think it's going to actually... I think people will start reading comic books this summer because of Saga.
That's why I started reading comics. It was because of Brian K. Vaughan, because of Why the Last Man.
Someone, iFanboy was saying that that without Brian K. Vaughan, it's like a dark period. It's like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, just...
And
something's
missing in comic books.
Yeah.
And here, Brian K. Vaughan's back. And Image Comics is just going through this revolution anyways. Danger Club, The Prophet again, Youngblood's returning in May. What other? Hell Yeah, Glory,
Curtis Wyby stuff, Green Wig, and Peter Panzerfaust. Yeah.
Grim Leaper, Debris. Did you see the preview for Debris?
In the back of
Riley Rossmo was doing the but the colors.
It's completely different.
Oh my god!
Riley Rossmo did Green Wake, and it's just it's 30 Days of Night type art. And it's just very like gritty and stuff, and he completely revolutionized. It's a completely different kind of art.
Well, the coloring is definitely different.
Yeah,
I don't know if he did the coloring in Green Wave.
No, he didn't do the coloring, but just the art itself.
It was actually like I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful.
Yeah,
it was actually beautiful.
Yeah, and like a big thing about comics is that you can tell the story you want to tell, and you can say anything, and that's a big problem with TV right now.
Yeah. Next thing we want to talk about is procedural dramas, CSI. All the hospital. Are there any hospital shows on TV?
Yeah, there's House,
Grey's Anatomy,
Private Practice, House,
forget about that crap.
all that crap. Just like every episode, and the point of a procedural drama is that you don't need to have watched the last episode to know what's going on, and that's not really what I want to say. No, I like shows that reward close watching.
But sometimes, for the fans who actually watch these shows, I don't watch Private Practice. See Grey's Anatomy, maybe 2 episodes. What the doctor's name?
McDreamy
and McSteamy. Those really corny names. But anyways, there's character development. So my thing is there's a very thin line between procedural and mythology, because there's always going to be that backstory.
I kind of disagree in that I think procedural dramas, you can enjoy the show probably just as much without having watched the previous episode. Like, I can watch an episode of Law & Order and love it just as much as a person who's watched every episode. It's just a different kind of enjoyment.
Law & Order is different than ER, Grey's Anatomy, and all those other shows. But
we're talking about procedural dramas, and it's the exact same sort of thing.
Well, no, I'm saying what the backstory is. The backstory isn't very important in Law & Order.
Well, that's not true. No.
It's not. I don't think it's there all the time.
I mean, I'm not exactly a aficionado on it, but
I've watched
Vincent D'Onofrio. I know that like his past and stuff on Law and Order, and Elliot Stabler, Chris.
Oh, he was always crying.
But like the character development of them was important too. But you can still enjoy it just as much without having that.
Do you remember the Law and Order, the main detective who died of cancer in the last few years?
Oh, Jerry Orbach?
Yes, his character. The only dark secret that his character had was that he was kind of a dirty cop at one point.
Well, that's kind of a big thing.
But it lasted like 1 episode.
Oh, well, that's not a big thing, obviously.
No, that's the problem with... and I could be wrong. Well, Law and Order fans, if I'm wrong, please message us. Yeah, he didn't mean to be a dirty cop, but he was young. He was brand new, and he did something wrong. And everyone covered up for him.
Right. So, well, if it's only 1 episode,
and that's one strong episode.
Right. But that's what those kind of shows. I think that's what we're arguing. Now, that like those kind of shows do that.